Special thanks to Patreon supporter BrickBros 2016 for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Zackary here bringing you another Minecraft World War II vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we go ahead and building the Fairey Battle Mk.I. The Fairey Battle was a British single-engine light bomber that was designed and manufactured by the Fairey Aviation Company. It was developed during the mid-1930s for the Royal Air Force as a monoplane successor to the Hawker Hart and Hind biplanes. The Battle was powered by the same high-performance Rolls-Royce Merlin piston engine that powered various contemporary British fighters like the Hawker Hurricane and Supermarine Spitfire. The Battle was much heavier with its 3-man crew and bomb load, though a great improvement over the aircraft that preceded it. The Battle was relatively slow and limited in range, with only two 3.03 guns as defensive armament. It was found to be highly vulnerable to enemy fighters and anti-aircraft fire. The Fairey Battle was used on operations early in the Second World War. During the Phoney War, the type achieved the distinction of scoring the first aerial victory of an RAF aircraft in the conflict. In May 1940, the battles of the Advanced Air Striking Force suffered main losses, frequently in excess of 50% of aircraft sorties per mission. By the end of 1940, the type had been withdrawn from frontline service and relegated to training units overseas. As an aircraft that had been considered to hold great promise in the pre-war era, the Battle proved to be one of the most disappointing aircraft in RAF service. So, very interesting aircraft here. Obviously, not really known for its, outstanding performance as I just mentioned, but it's a cool aircraft and a interesting one at that. Very comparable to basically the role of, I guess, a Stuka almost. Just designed to do light bombing and not really ground attack too much, but just, I guess, light bombing really. So yeah, interesting aircraft, as I mentioned, and, cool new British aircraft. We don't do too many of them, or at least recently, so fun to get another one out there for you guys. But yeah, anyways, before we go and get started with the tutorial and taking a look at the build, I want to go and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter BrickBros 2016 for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel where you guys already do, feel free to check out my Patreon page. Links down in the video description where you can pledge a small amount to the channel every month in order to view a core quest to your choosing, depending on which tier you sub to. Helps support my work on the channel, and it's much appreciated. So again, feel free to check that out. Again, links always in my video descriptions. Anyways, let's go ahead and kind of dive into taking a look here at the aircraft and see exactly what we'll be going ahead and building here. So starting off with, we have obviously the prop here on the front. We have the basically fuselage here, and inside we do have a little bit of detail here for the cockpit. Not really much, as it's kind of limited in space, but still a little bit of interior at that. And we also have the rear-mounted machine gun back there. So again, very light armaments and really really vulnerable to enemy aircraft. On the back here we have the tail, two horizontal stabilizers obviously, and just the standard RAF markings here on the aircraft, and also on the fuselage and the two wings. But that's really the aircraft. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and going to make an awesome addition to maybe any of your early World War II type battles or scenarios. But yeah, cool aircraft. Let's go and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our first layer here. We're going to be going ahead and starting off with layer 1. Now, one thing I want to go ahead and quickly mention here for this tutorial is that this is for the in-flight version of the aircraft only. Due to the aircraft landing at, or basically sitting at an angle when it is landed, we aren't able to do the landed version just due to the fact that we'd have to build a completely different design for the aircraft. But anyways, going ahead and kind of talking about how we're going to structure this tutorial. If you're completely new, we do half on, half off. So what this means is we're going to be building half the fuselage on camera along with the center line, and then it'll be up to you guys to copy the other side over in between layers. This aircraft is, for the most part, completely symmetrical, besides a few minor things, and once we get to those things, I'll discuss them a little bit more further. But unless otherwise, whatever we do on the one side will be done on the air side. Let's go ahead and get started here. So the first thing we want to do is we want to place down a smooth quartz upside down stair, followed by a smooth quartz full block, a second full block, a smooth quartz stair, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quartz top slabs, and then 3 iron trapdoors come off those top slabs. After that, again up on the front here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull coming off this quartz stair toward the front. We then want to place down a quartz top slab to the side of that stair. We're going to then place down a birchwood sign here to both sides of that slab. And then going back from there, we're going to place down 1 and 2 white shulker boxes like that, followed by 2 dark oak wood buttons here along the side as well. We're going to go then place down a smooth quartz stair like so, and then we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 quartz top slabs and 1, 2, 3 iron trap doors. We're going to go then place down the iron trap door coming off the stair, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron trap doors back to make a row of 5, and then we're going to place down a second row of 5 after that out to the side. We're going to then place down 1 and 2 iron trap doors here, a nether brick upside down stair, and a nether stair coming off the back here, and we want to go then place down a smooth quartz top slab and a iron trap door coming off that top slab. Once that's finished there, we want to go ahead and then place down a polished andesite top slab here, skeleton skull coming off the front here, end rod back, and a skeleton skull coming off the end rod. We're going to go and repeat this 2 more times out to the side here, and these are going to be basically our small bombs here mounted onto the basically bottoms of the wings. And once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and then go to the side here of this nether brick stair, place an iron trapdoor, and then 1 more back from it like that. And looking at it from above here, we should have something that looks like this here for the base of this layer. Anyways, that right there is it for layer number 1, and with that, let's go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 2. For layer 2, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a smooth quartz block on top of the skeleton skull, a smooth quartz upside down stair coming off it, and a quartz top slab coming off the front there of the stair. Going back from this quartz full block, we're going to place down 2 green terracotta blocks, a polished andesite block, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 green terracotta blocks back like that. We're going to go then place down a row of 1, 2, 3 smooth quartz blocks, quartz upside down stair, 3 smooth quartz top slabs. We're going to go then place down a placeholder block, so whatever block you have, you're just going to place down a block like this, and then come off the side of it toward the rear. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull like that, and then we can go and delete that block like so. After that's done, that's our center line, and we're going to go and start working our way out to the sides now. We're going to place down a dark oak wood top slab, come off the side of the stair, and then come off the side of that, we're going to place down a dark oak wood upside down stair. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 green terracotta blocks back. I'm going to go and double tap on our count here, and yep, it's 11 green terracotta blocks. We're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 2 of dark oak wood upside down stairs, so 1, 2, and then an upside down dark oak wood corner stair, and then we're going to follow that up by placing down 1 and 2 dark oak wood top slabs going back like that. Our next row here, we're going to go ahead and place down a what is going to be a dark oak wood stair right here, which is going to be coming off this 3rd green terracotta block, and then we're going to place down a green terracotta block behind it, followed by 1, 2, 3, so you have a total of 4 green terracotta blocks, and then 1, 2 dark oak wood stairs. After those 2 dark oak wood stairs, we're going to go ahead and place down 2 zombie heads going back, and we're also going to grab a dark oak wood sign and place down a dark oak wood sign on the side, on the front there of that stair like that. Go into our wings here, come off this dark oak wood stair to place down an air stair like this. We're going to go ahead and then place down 1, 2, and 3 smooth quartz blocks back, a dark oak wood stair like so, and then 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs back like that. After that's done, our next row here, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair, come off this one here in the front, or sorry, my bad, it's going to be a nether brick stair, and then we want to go ahead and then grab ourselves an item frame, place it on the front of the stair, and in that item frame we're going to place down a snowball like so. Going back from that, we're going to take our smooth quartz blocks, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3 smooth quartz blocks back, and a dark oak wood corner stair like that, and 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs back. Next row here, green terracotta block up here in front, dark oak wood slab coming off it toward the front here, and then 1, 2, 3 smooth quartz blocks back. Which on my bed, it's going to be 2 smooth quartz blocks back, and then a green terracotta block, and then a dark oak wood stair, just like that. Once we have that done, we want to go ahead and then take our dark oak wood slab, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab here, green terracotta block, a smooth quartz block, and after that smooth quartz block here, we're going to go ahead and then place down an additional 2 smooth quartz blocks back. So 1, 2, and then a quartz top slab like so. Our next row out to the side here, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood upside down stair, come off this green terracotta block, so just like that, followed by a quartz full block after it, a quartz upside down stair, and then 1 and 2 quartz top slabs back like that. We also want to go and place down a zombie head, which is going to be coming off this side of this quartz stair, like so. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to take our quartz top slabs, and we want to go and place down a row of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quartz top slabs, and a zombie head coming off of the slab facing toward the front. Our next row is going to be a row of 4 of top slabs, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and again a zombie head coming off the slab in the front. Next row here, row 3, 1, 2, 3, and we want to go ahead and place down a spruce wood slab, like so. We're going to go ahead and also place down a zombie head on the front there of that slab. Our next row here, or our next 2 rows are going to be basically the same thing. So we're going to place down 1, 2, 3 quartz slabs, spruce slab, and then 1, 2, 3 quartz slabs, and a spruce wood slab. We then want to place down a iron trapdoor, which is going to be in the front here. After the iron trapdoor, we're going to place down a quartz slab, and after the quartz slab, we want to go and place down a spruce wood trapdoor like that. We're going to then place down a iron trapdoor here, one back, and a spruce wood trapdoor here as well, just like that. We're going to then place down a row 3 of iron trapdoors, and then one coming off the center like that up to the side. And once we have that all done there, that is going to basically wrap up this layer. This is what it should look like from up above, which you have both sides transferred over. And again, that's it for layer 2. Let's move on to layer number 3. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of this quartz top slab in the front here, followed by a stone brick wall coming off of it toward the front, and a skeleton skull like that to go ahead and make the front tip here of the nose of the aircraft. Going back from this green terracotta block, we're going to place down an additional 1, 2, 3, 4 green terracotta blocks back, save a row of 5. We're going to go ahead and place down a end rod on top of this polished andesite block, a nether brick slab, 1, 2, 3, 4 stone blocks, nether brick slab, and a stone pressure plate like so on the floor. We're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 green terracotta blocks back, 2 smooth quartz full blocks, and then a zombie head there on the very back like so. That right there is going to complete your center line. After that, go into the sides here. We're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall to the side of that green terracotta block. And we're going to go ahead and then place down a row of 2 of dark oak wood upstairs stairs along the sides here. Coming off the fronts of these stairs, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 2 of item frames and 2 black beds in those item frames with the pillows rotated to be facing, backwards. So just like this. And we also want to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood sign, which is going to be going over the item frames. So just like this on the sides. After that, we're going to then place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 green terracotta blocks back. We're going to go ahead and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mossy cobblestone walls back, 2 quartz top slabs, and then a spruce wood top slab. We're going to place down another 2 quartz top slabs up to the side, another spruce wood top slab. We're then going to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 and 3 quartz top slabs coming off the slab like right there. And then come off these spruce wood slabs 1 and 2 out to the side there as well. We then want to go ahead and place down a zombie head come off this slab like that, and also 2 zombie heads right there come off those 2 slabs as well. And after that's all done there, we're going to go ahead and continue on by going to the front here. We're going to place down 2 dark oak wood trapdoors here and a green carpet. And we're going to go ahead and then go out to the wing here because it'll be a little bit easier to work from this and work our way out. So going ahead and go into the tips of our wings here. We're going to go and go to these 3 spruce wood slabs. We're going to place down stone buttons on those and stone button on top of this 1 spruce wood trapdoor. We're going to place down a spruce wood trapdoor right there as well. From that, we want to go ahead and then place down a row of 3 of dark oak wood trapdoors here. A dark oak wood trapdoor right there, 1 and 2 here, 1 and 2, and then 1 right there. So your wing looks something like that. We then want to place down a blue carpet here, red carpet, blue carpet on both sides, and blue carpet right there. So you kind of get the RAF Randall there on the wing. And from this point here, we're going to go and then take green carpet, and on every quartz block we can, we're going to place down green carpet. And also we can place down green carpet on these 2 green terracotta, or those 3 green terracotta blocks as well. But we're going to place down green carpet on the top here, to fill in our wing and give it a nice green color from looking at it from above. And that right there is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 3. And with that, let's go and move into layer number 4. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our next layer, we moved into layer number 4. For layer 4, to go ahead and get started, we're going to place down a daylight detector here on top of this green terracotta block, and going back, we're going to place down 2 dark liquid slabs. We then want to place down a green terracotta block here, followed by a smoker, and then on this iron end rod right here, we're going to place down a zombie head like that. We then want to place down a stone block on top of the one right here, and we're going to place down a black banner coming off like that to go and meet the pilot's seat. From that stone block there, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3 stone blocks back, and then a a black banner coming off this one. We then want to place down a mossy cobblestone wall here on top of this green terracotta block, and a zombie head coming off of it facing toward the rear gunner seat. We're going to place down there a mossy cobblestone wall, followed by 1, 2, 3 green terracotta blocks, 2 dark oak wood slabs, 2 green terracotta blocks, and then 2 spruce wood slabs like that on the very end there. There's 2 spruce wood planks, sorry, on the very end. After that, we want to go ahead and then go back up to the front here. We're going to place down a zombie head on the top of this upside down stair here at a slight angle like so, and a second zombie head after it. We're going to place down a dark oak wood stair like this, followed by a second stair coming off it, so you have a corner stair, regular stair, and then a second stair. We're going to then place down a dark oak wood slab, dark oak wood stair, and 1, 2, 3 stairs coming off this one, so this one right here is going to turn into a corner stair. We're going to then place down 1 and 2 dark oak wood slabs here, 1, 2, 3 dark oak wood stairs, and then 1 and 2 mossy cobblestone walls, followed by a zombie head, and then a zombie head there at a slight angle like that. Once that's all done, we're going to place down green carpet here on top of all of these quartz top slabs, and then a stone button here on both sides of this spruce wood plank. And with that all done, the only thing for us to do now is to go ahead and do these banners. Now, in this tutorial, I will show you guys how to make this RAF Randall, but for the lettered banners, I'm going to link a tutorial down in the description, which will cover how to do lettered and numbered banners. You can go and check that description and be able to basically put your own lettering and squadrons and specific plane number and all that stuff, designation on the side there. You can make it up, do whatever you guys want, or copy what I did, but up to you guys. Anyways, go ahead and look at those tutorials to make your banners. You will need 3 letters or 2 numbers and 1 letter, whatever you want to do, but you will need 3 banners with either numbers or letters. Anyways, let's go and move into making this RAF logo here on the side. Alright guys, so go ahead and move into making these banners. They're super simple. All we're going to do is go into a loom. We're going to place down our banners in the loom, and we want to go and then place down our yellow dye. We're going to go ahead and select the yellow border around our banner for both of these. We're going to go ahead and take each one of these and put them back into our loom, and we want to go ahead and then take our white dye. We're going to go ahead and select the line over here on the left side of white dye, or a line like that, and then we're going to do a line over here on the right side. So we get these 2 banners. We're going to go ahead and put whatever one back into our loom. So this one has the white line on the right side, so we're going to go ahead and take our blue dye. We're going to go ahead and select the box here in the bottom right, and then the box over here in the top right, and you get this looking logo. Or basically half of it, and we're going to then do the same thing here for this banner. So this line's on the left side, so we're going to do the bottom left corner and the top left corner like that. And once we have that all done there, we're going to go and just simply take these banners, and depending on which side you're working on is going to depend on your placement. So for example, over here on the left side we have PL, so the P starts on this dark oak wood slab, the L's on this stair, and then these 2 stairs right here are going to have the 2 banners that we just made, and then we're going to have the last number or letter right here on this mossy cobblestone wall. However, over here on the other side of the aircraft, we want to read left to right the same. So we're going to place down the P here. So the P was our first letter. So whatever first letter you put over there, we're going to place here on the mossy cobblestone wall. Or sorry, this one, my bad. We're going to then place down our second letter, our 2 Randall banners, and then our last letter like that. So as you can see, it reads left to right, and then over here, reads left to right. So just make sure that that's correct, just to kind of keep it more accurate, and whenever side you look at the aircraft, it's going to read the same. So just a little kind of minor thing to keep in mind there while you do that. Anyways, that right there is going to wrap up layer 4. Let's move on to layer number 5. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a green carpet on top of this smoker. We're going to then place down an air brick stair on the block after it, which will be basically kind of on top of that zombie head there. And then to the sides of this narrow brick stair, we're going to place down a zombie head here at a slight angle like so. On top of our light gray stainless blocks, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and sorry, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4 light gray stainless blocks, and then to the sides here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4 light gray stainless panes. Toward the back here, we're going to place down one more additional pane, and then in the center, we're going to place down a lever coming off this 4th light gray stainless pane over the gunner's position. We then want to go ahead and place down a grindstone, which is going to be kind of on its side like so. A dark oak fence gate coming off of it toward the back, opened up like that, and then an end rod coming off it facing toward the rear. In front of the end rod, we're going to place down a dark oak trapdoor. On the right side here of the on the grindstone, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull, and over here to the left side, we're going to go ahead and place down an item frame with a black bed in the item frame. And we're going to have the black bed rotated so the pillow is facing forward. And we're going to go ahead and grab a dark oak sign and place it down on the side here of it, as well, just like that. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and also place down a barrier block after this trapdoor with a stone button over here to the left side, and that's going to be on the side of the barrier block, like so. Going back to the tail, we're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall on top of this block, followed by a green terracotta block back, and then 2 spruce wood planks. We're going to place down a stone button on the side here, this first spruce wood plank, and then a sign on the side of the right side, or on both sides of the last spruce wood plank like that. And once you have that done, that is basically it for layer 5, and with that we're going to move into our final layers here, which are going to basically consist of layers 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to basically just finish off the details there for the tail and all the rigging, and then the propeller there in the front. So with that, let's go and move into layers 6 through 9. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our last 5 layers, we have layers 6 through 9. For these layers, to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood trapdoor on top of this light gray stainless black, followed by a second dark oak wood trapdoor back. We then want to place down a dark oak fence post on top of this light gray stainless block, and then a zombie head coming off like so. We're also going to go ahead and place down a narrow brick slab on top of this lever. After that's done, we're going to go ahead and also place down a dark oak trapdoor on top of this grindstone, just like that. Going ahead and move into the rear of the plane here, we're going to place down a green terracotta block on top of this one. And again, 2 spruce wood planks like this back, stone buttons here on both sides of the first plank, and then a spruce wood sign here on both sides of the second plank. We then want to go ahead and go up to our next layer up. We're going to place down a mossy cobblestone wall, spruce wood plank, and a mossy cobblestone wall, stone button here to both sides of that plank. After that, we're going to then place down a narrow spruce wood plank up top here, stone buttons to both sides, a mossy cobblestone wall on the back here, and a zombie head coming off the front. And then after that, we're going to then place down a dark oak trapdoor on top of this spruce wood plank like so. We're going to then grab ourselves some barrier blocks, and we want to go ahead and place down a barrier block on top of this one, stone button coming off the side facing toward the rear, and then up from this stone button here, we'll place down another barrier block, and then one here to the side, just like that. After that's done, come off this zombie head, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 barrier blocks back. We're going to go ahead and then go up, place down 1, 2, 3, like so. Double check here. Actually, sorry, this is going to be a row of 5, so it's going to be 5 barrier blocks here. And then it's going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 across. So once we have that done, we're going to go to our first 3 barrier blocks on the left side here. 1, 2, 3 buttons, and then 1, 2 on top, 1, 2, 3 on the side, and 1, 2 on top, just like that. After that is all done, then that's going to basically wrap up our tail here, and we're going to go and now move into basically the final thing, which is going to be going ahead, or one of the final things is going to be making this banner. So this banner is super simple. We're going to go and grab ourselves a loom. We're going to go ahead and also grab ourselves a white banner, and we're going to need some blue and red dye. Now for this banner, it's real simple. We're going to go into our loom. We're going to take our white banner, put it in the loom. We're going to do red dye, and we're going to do a line on the left side. And then we're going to take our blue dye and do a line over here on the right side to kind of make this banner here. And we're going to go and put it down on the side of this green terracotta block. And we're going to go and do the same thing over here. So just like that for both sides. And after that's all complete there, that is going to pretty much wrap up that. And the last thing we have to work on here is the propeller here in the front. So for this propeller, super simple. We're going to go ahead and start off by taking our nether brick slabs. We're going to place down a top slab coming off the stone brick wall, followed by a second nether brick top slab, and then a birchwood top slab. We then want to go ahead and go to the bottom of this wall. We're going to place down a nether brick wall, then one down out to the side nether brick wall, and then a sandstone wall there on the bottom. And then after that, we're going to go up from this stone brick wall up to the side there. We would then place down a nether brick wall to the side, and then a birchwood slab just like that. And that right there is going to basically wrap up your prop there for the power, and that's going to wrap up my tutorial here for the British Fairey Battle Mk.I. Hope you guys do enjoy this tutorial and are able to put good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for this. Thank you for the sound of the build, link to my channel or its video if this doesn't for any social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. Overall, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys again so much for watching. Again, big special thanks to Patreon supporter BrickBros2016 for making this tutorial possible, and feel free to check out my Patreon page. The link is down in my video description. And with that, that's it for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, for like, comment, and subscribe as we were before, and I'll see you guys next time.